All right, so let me address that. Before I address that specifically, make sure y'all tap into the Alpha Juice Company. They got a cleanse special. All right. If you just doing a regular order, put Anton in the discount code. The link is in the description. Put Anton in the discount code, and it's pinned to the top of the chat, and you'll get monies off for y'all to be able to join the team because I'm the only content creator, the only male content creator that's a part of the Alpha Juice Company. All right. In addition to that, they got a cleanse promotion. The cleanse promotion is they'll take $10 off cleanses of $100 or more, or $25 off cleanses of $225 or more. They got a cleanse promotion. Anton is going through a cleanse. I'm literally down 18 pounds. I ain't even started really lifting yet. I'm only down 18 pounds already. And here's the discount codes for those. It's Anton 10, Anton 10, and Anton 25. Anton 10 and Anton 25. That's for the $10 off the cleanses of $100 or more, or $25 off the cleanses of $225 or more. Tell them I sent you, or if you're just rocking with the Alpha Juice Company in general and you're making your order, put in Anton in the discount code and you're going to get monies off in order to ensure that you're getting all of that back so that we can go on this journey together. And I want to go on this journey together, right? If y'all need to kick it with me personally, email me at antondaniels413@gmail.com, and I'm going to make sure I get y'all scheduled for a Zoom call or a personal call. We already booking up through February. I try not to do it any more than a month and a half to 2 months ahead of time because, it's just conducive for what it is that we're trying to solve for. You may need some insight and information on how to get your bag up. You may need some insight and information on how to move when a relationship is popping. You just may need some life advice. Hit me up in my email, antondaniels413@gmail.com, and we're going to get it popping, all right? So, again, tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. And tap into the Alpha Juice Company as well as tapping into that Teej pack. Teej Hanley, 30% off your first order plus a free gift. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit a like for the YouTube algorithm, and follow me on all social media platforms. Now, y'all got to follow me on the social media platforms, and I'm going to tell you why. And I'm going to read the super chat shortly. We're going to get right into the show now. Couple different things that I want to highlight before we start the deep dive into the show today. All right. First, I am so fly. I am so fresh. I am so sexy. I am so sexy. Now, that had nothing to do with what I wanted to say, but I was thinking about it, and I had a couple people called me yesterday, including the person that I lay next to, and I always emphasize to you guys how important it is for you to be very, very careful about the person that you lay next to, because that is the biggest financial, emotional, health, mental health decision that you've ever made or you're going to ever make in your entire life, right? I say this to you guys regularly, and I live by it. And that's the reason why I've been married for 18 years, why I can substantiate my arguments based off of evidence and facts, and I can give you the game on how to be successfully married. But also surrounding yourself with the right people, the bag chasers. Shout out to the bag chasers, everybody that's in the Patreon, all of my mentors and stuff like that. And they said, Anton, let me talk to you for a minute. And I said, what's going on? And this is in addition to Rita, because Rita like, Anton, we got to move in 2023 different. We're not giving no kind of energy to any kind of negativity or anything like that. Don't be petty. Don't go back to 2020, 2021, Anton. Do what you do. And I'm like, you know how we do with our women. We like, I'll take it into consideration, but let me just cook up, right? And then I had a couple mentors hit me up also, right? And they like, yo, Anton, you want a whole nother tier, a whole nother level. And I said, what you mean? And they said, we're not just talking about financially. We're not just talking about emotionally. We're talking about spiritually. We're talking about the trajectory that you're going. We're talking about how it is that you need to be moving going forward. And this is a completely new year. And this is an opportunity for you to be able to be an example to the people that you have conversations with on a regular basis. Shout out to all of the super chats. I'm going to read them in 1 second. And I said, okay, say more. And so they start breaking it down. And this is one of the important reasons for you to have wise counsel, for you to surround yourself with people that actually have your best interests at heart, because and for you to be humble enough to be able to hear it from people, even though it goes against the thing that you just naturally are inclined to do. When people come at me, when people say negative things about me, when people say things about my family or my wife or whatever like that, or my friends or anybody that's around me, my natural instinct is to go into hunt mode. It's to go into defensive mode. It's to go into Okay, the best form of defense is offense. And so I go on the offensive and I start to address it after I warn you and I tell you to walk away. You still want to continue to do what you do. And for those of you that know, you know, but I'm not going to continue to hit this. I just want to end this right now. I just want to give some closure to this whole situation and give you my mindset and how I'm not always right as far as how it is that I'm going about doing things. But the reason why I live my life like an open book is so that I can be an example for the people that are watching this. And then we can continue to level up, right? But talk to Rita, and then I'll talk to my mentors, and they said, Anton, you're going in a whole nother level and a whole nother trajectory. You got to be more mature. You got to be 100% focused on the bag. And all the devil wants to do is to distract you so that it takes you more time for you to actually get to the thing that you're supposed to be at. And I said, huh. And so they said, I need you to be focused. I need you to be 100% tuned in. And I no longer want to see you getting distracted or off of your square or off of your purpose or leaning into the emotional side of who you are so that you can then start to, go on the offensive. Because you do this trolling, you do this YouTube, you do what you do, right? And then I said, okay, well, let me just sleep on it. And so I went through and I looked at some of y'all emails and some of y'all direct messages and so on and so forth, right? And I said, you know what? Anton, you got to be the bigger man. You got to be the bigger man. You got to move forward. You got to have a level of humility, and you can advocate for doing the thing that is best for your people or yourself if you're not living it. And you need to be wholly accountable for the things that you espouse and you say and the things that you communicate online. You have to be. You have to be. You got to go to another level. You can't pay attention to the people that are saying certain things. You cook up, you give the platform, and then you continue to move on. So I'm going to be the bigger person here. I'm not even going to say I'm going to be the bigger person because that would then say that I'm better than somebody else. And I'm not. I'm not. At the end of the day, I think that our nature as men is to clash and to build and to want to win and to defend whatever it is that you stand for. So I'm not the better person. I'm not the bigger person, but I am forgiving and I am humble enough to acknowledge when I should not even engage in certain conversations in the first place because it distracts us from the thing that we're really supposed to do. I read a couple comments yesterday and somebody said, man, how come when black people get money, it always becomes a clash? It never becomes a collaboration. It never becomes something for us to really align with each other and work with each other and start to big up each other and find the good in each other. And that kind of pricked my heart. It pricked my soul. It did. It pricked my heart and it pricked my soul. I'm not even going to lie. I'm humble enough to hear from you guys, from the people that got my best interests at heart, including my wife. I'll listen to my daughter. She kicked it with me and was like, Dad, I don't know. We need to be moving a little differently going forward. My mentors, my friends, and everybody can't be off. Somebody, I got to be able to hear it from somebody so that I can make the best decision and stop moving just based off of my instinct and my ego. Right? So this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. Right? I'm going to take accountability and responsibility for my part and participating in not building up the community by engaging in something that's not conducive for what it is that we're going to do. Now, I'm not going to censor other people that come on my platform. People can say what they want to say. And I'm going to put the content out as they intended for it to go out. And that's just the end of the conversation. Unless they say, Anton, I wanted to do it a little bit differently. But as far as I'm concerned with putting out great content, giving a platform to people to be able to communicate how they want to communicate. I'm not going to say I'm not. I'm going to try my hardest to only engage in the things that is positive. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm not going to be entertaining or I'm not going to break down the different things that I see happening across the internet for your entertainment and for your growth as far as bringing it back to the finances and the money and the relationships and all of that. But if it's not conducive to what it is that we going through, if it's not dedicated to the betterment of what it is that we trying to build, if it's not bag chaser friendly, then I just want to remove myself from it. So, as much as it pains me to do this, I am apologizing to Tony the closer. Now, you started it first. All right, that's my ego starting. Look at Rita. He started it first by showing up in my comments, but it's okay. No, it's okay. I'm going to apologize to Tony the closer for having anything to even participate in as far as going back and forth. I've decided to remove those videos from my platform. I've decided that I'm not going to participate going forward. So anything that happens going forward, Anton has nothing to do with it, and it is what it is. But I'm going to apologize. I'm going to make sure that I take accountability for my part in participating. I want nothing but the best from him. I hope that he has a phenomenal relationship with his girl. I hope that he has an awesome set of children and things go absolutely awesome. I hope his business flourish. I hope that you guys get something from it if you decide to participate in what it is that he has going on. God bless you. I am going to block you from Instagram because I'm really not interested in kicking it on a personal level. However, that does not mean that I have to participate in anything that he has going on as far as adding anything negative into the situation. 2023 is an opportunity for us to build. It's an opportunity for us to maybe disagree or agree to disagree and move on, but it doesn't have to have anything to do with going back and forth in a negative way. So me personally, I'm absolving myself from it. I remove myself from it. Anything that he said to me, about me, in my comments, whatever, so on and so forth, I don't care. Don't send it to me. I'm not giving it any acknowledgement. It is what it is. I'm going my own way and I'm going to do my own thing. So now, what I'm emphasizing to you guys, and the reason why I'm doing that is because I have to be at the forefront of the thing, that I'm advocating for you to do. I'm not going to tell you to do something that I'm not going to do first. We got to humble ourselves. We got to go about doing things the right way. We can't keep living in this mentality in which we grew up in. We got to outgrow it. We got to be better versions of ourselves, and we got to go about taking care of business, okay? I'm humble enough to hear it from the people that surround me and from you guys. You guys are going to have to be humble enough to hear it from me now that I live it. And I would never advocate for doing anything that I wouldn't do myself. And that's the reason why I live my life like an open book. All right. So that's out the way. I'm completely absolving and removing myself from that conversation, and I'm moving forward.